If you're watching this video, comment number 1 so I know you're still here. What if? The thing that determines whether you stay strong or slowly decline after 65 is hidden in the way you start your morning. What if a few small habits, repeated every single day, are quietly affecting your brain, memory, heart, and even your lifespan without you realizing it? The scary part is, most people only start paying attention when their body already begins to break down, when sleep no longer feels restful, when memory starts fading, when simply standing up causes dizziness. But modern science is now showing something fascinating. Aging is not always an unavoidable decline. There's a man in Okinawa, Japan, who just turned 103 years old. When people asked him about the secret to living a long life, he didn't mention any special medicine or miracle treatment. He simply said one very simple sentence: "Every morning I wake up and I start the day the right way." It sounds ordinary, but more and more research is now showing something remarkable. The morning hours may be the most important part of the day for people over 65. After the age of 65, the body changes in many ways. Your circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock, no longer works the same way it once did. Blood pressure often rises higher in the early morning. Sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented. The brain needs more time to fully wake up, and the joints feel stiffer after a long night of rest. But the most dangerous part is this. Many people simply assume it's just aging. But in reality, many of these problems are connected to everyday morning habits. Some people wake up and then sit still for hours. They drink coffee the moment they open their eyes, turn on the TV, eat sugary foods, move very little, and over time, these small routines begin to create bigger problems. Inflammation slowly increases, blood sugar becomes unstable, energy levels start dropping, and brain fog appears more and more often. The frightening part is, this process happens very slowly. So slowly that most people barely notice it, until memory becomes noticeably weaker, the body loses strength faster, sleep gets worse, and suddenly, everything seems to decline at the same time. Science now shows that the first 60 to 90 minutes after waking up can affect circulation, mood, brain function, and even the speed of aging itself. And the very first thing that matters most is surprisingly simple: water. While you sleep, the body continuously loses water through breathing and sweat. But as we get older, the kidneys become less efficient. At the same time, the feeling of thirst becomes weaker. And because of that, many older adults wake up mildly dehydrated without even realizing it. Even slight dehydration can slow down blood flow, make the blood thicker, reduce brain performance, and may even increase the risk of stroke and cardiovascular problems in the morning. That's why many health experts recommend something very simple. Before coffee, before breakfast, drink a full glass of water. Nothing fancy, just warm water or water at room temperature. But this small habit can help stabilize circulation, help the brain wake up faster, and allow the body to start the day feeling lighter and more refreshed. But even that may not be the most important thing. Natural light is what many people completely overlook. When morning light enters your eyes, it sends a direct signal to the brain saying, "It's time to wake up." This helps the body regulate cortisol, melatonin, and the circadian rhythm the right way. It sounds simple, but for older adults, this is incredibly important. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It's linked to memory decline, weakened immunity, depression, and even dementia. Many studies from Stanford University and Harvard University show that just 10 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight exposure can significantly improve sleep quality. You don't need intense exercise. You don't need to walk for miles. Just step outside for a few minutes, open a window, stand on the porch, and let the sunlight reach your eyes and skin. Science shows that this helps the brain reset its internal clock every single day. If you're watching this video, comment number 1 so I know you're still here and that you truly care about your own health, because what comes next is something many people struggle with without even realizing it. One of the biggest dangers after the age of 65 is falling. And surprisingly, many falls happen in the morning. After a long night without movement, circulation slows down. There's less synovial fluid in the joints. Muscles become stiffer, and balance is not fully stable yet. But many people wake up and stand up too quickly. The brain hasn't fully adjusted yet. Blood pressure changes suddenly. And sometimes, just a brief moment of dizziness can lead to a serious injury. But here's the encouraging part. Just a few minutes of gentle movement in the morning can make a huge difference. Start with small movements, ankle circles, shoulder rolls, gentle neck rotations, slow-seated twists. These simple movements help circulation start flowing again, help the joints feel less stiff, and help the body wake up more safely and naturally. And here's something even more interesting. Morning movement can also improve your mood, reduce anxiety, and help memory and focus stay sharper throughout the entire day. But there's still another mistake that many older adults make every morning. A breakfast loaded with sugar. Sweet cereal, pastries, sugary fruit juice, or white bread can cause blood sugar to spike quickly and then crash just as fast. And after the age of 65, the body no longer handles glucose the way it used to. The result is often fatigue, brain fog, irritability, inflammation. And over time, the risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease increases significantly. There are a few foods that longevity researchers mention again and again. Egg, because protein helps protect muscle mass during aging, and this matters a lot because muscle loss accelerates after the age of 65. Oatmeal with nuts and berries helps keep blood sugar more stable for longer and supports heart health. Avocado contains healthy fats that support brain function and help reduce inflammation. Greek yogurt with seeds supports gut health, which modern science now believes is closely connected to the brain and mood. But there's something even more important than food: stillness. Chronic stress is one of the most dangerous causes of aging, yet very few people truly pay attention to it. It raises cortisol levels, increases blood pressure, makes sleep worse, weakens the immune system, and may even accelerate the aging process itself. Many older adults begin the day with anxiety, worrying about health, worrying about finances, worrying about family, worrying about the future. But just a few minutes of slow breathing can help the nervous system shift into a calmer state, focused on healing and recovery. You don't need complicated meditation. Just sit quietly, breathe in slowly through your nose, exhale gently, and allow your body to relax before the day truly begins. And here's the fascinating part. When water, sunlight, movement, a healthy breakfast, and stillness all work together, the effect becomes far more powerful. Better sleep helps reduce stress. Lower stress helps stabilize blood sugar. Stable blood sugar improves energy. And better energy makes movement feel easier and more natural. That's why blue zones like Okinawa have so many people who stay healthy into their 90s and even past 100. They don't all share the same genetics, but they do share one important thing. They begin each day with intention. And maybe that is the real secret after all. Not trying to live longer, but learning to live healthier in the years we still have left. Tomorrow morning, try starting your day differently. A glass of water, a little sunlight, a few minutes of movement, a better breakfast, and a few quiet moments of breathing. It sounds small, but over the years, those small habits may completely change the way you age. A sharper mind, a stronger body, a more independent life. And maybe that is the most valuable thing of all after the age of 65. If you're still watching and found this helpful, comment number 1 so I know you'll start making changes tonight. Follow for the next video about the warning signs of brain and memory problems many people miss after the age of 60.